How do? Welcome back to Witcombe Park Farm. We're on with harvesting the funny shaped field, as we like to call it. I did actually pass on to September, but I saved it before I did, luckily, because I wasn't sure, but this field withered when I got up in September, which is strange because it does have another month left on the harvest calendar. So yeah, I don't know why it did that, but luckily we saved so we can reload and get it harvested. Top field is done, mulched and limed. The mulcher is out with the eye worker mulching the hill field. So we'll get this field harvested. I have tried to tidy up the yard as best I can, but one thing is abundantly clear, is that we need to remodel this farm. I've got equipment everywhere, I can't get it in sheds. So that's going to be on the to-do list when we come to sell off his stuff. So we'll get this field quickly harvested. It won't take us long with this harvester at all. I need to get some linseed down to oil mill because that had run out as well when I passed on to September previously, so we need to make sure that's stocked at all times. But this is the last linseed field we've got, so we can have a look at totals. That field's poppy and that'll be done tomorrow, so we can at least have a look at our linseed totals for the year. Once this field's done and we're into September, the big jobs then is going to be drilling, getting the linseed and the poppy in. But we've got the Fendt for exactly that reason, so we are going to start off in the hill field, put it through its paces, see what it can do. I have put both the balers away as well, stupidly. Don't know, I completely forgot about these two fields, so we'll have to grab one of those back out. We need to still sell that massive baler. I've pulled it out of the shed, ready to go. Like we discussed last episode, I'm tempted to go for the Volvo wheel loader, just for that increased bucket size. So you've got 400,000 litres of spuds to move. The bigger the better, really, and the silage as well. I think that's over 300,000 litres. And we'll have another cut of that to do next month. God, I forget how quick it fills up in this field. It's just because it's the linseed. Not a big field at all, but the linseed has such a high yield. It fills up super quick. Yeah, 13,500 litres, nearly 70% of this trailer just in one combine load. It's got a big tank on it, this combine. Well, just about done. No problems at all for the mighty class, this little field. I'm going to have more than a full trailer though, which is nice. And done. Doesn't take long at all, that field. Such a diddy field, but the yield is great. Right, let's get unloaded. We'll get this into its silo, see what we've made total for the linseed, and then we'll bring the baler in, get this field baled, get it collected up, and then we need to do a couple of trips down to oil mill. Got that cool mod. I love that mod. Makes you enter the tractor proper, walk up the ladders and all that animation. It's very cool. New mod to me, actually, that. Bit of realism. So another 20,000 litres going in. We will unload whatever the last little bit is into silo just so we can get a total and I don't have to do any maths. And then we'll load the trailer up. Oh. Probably could do with... What did we say it was? I think it was 6,500 litres a month. Possibly. So we're going to need, what, 70,000 litres? There or thereabouts. Which is quite a bit. 3.5 trailer loads. So what I'll probably do is I'll just take this down and the second trailer. I'll get it following. So that second trailer's 25, I think, off the top of my head. That one, the Fendt's on. So that would do is 45,000 litres. Which will be enough for a good few months. We can always top it up later. Right, let's have a look then. Linseed. Linseed. Where are you? 151,000 litres. Very, very nice. So let's get it back into trailer. Probably John Deere's on mulching. So let's jump into the New Holland. Is this empty? Yeah, that's empty. So we need some diesel. Well, we can grab some down at petrol station up way through. We'll refill that tank when we come back up. I love that mod. Such a little thing that boosts realism so much. Walking up the steps, into cab. There we are.
Willkommen in Ihrem Fendt.
If anybody knows what that means in translation, please let me know. I think somebody on TikTok said it was something like, hello, welcome to the Fendt, but I don't know. I don't know. The 26,000 litres, not 25, so I think 2 of these trailers and 1 of the black trailers we've got down there should cover us for 12 months worth of production. Look at this, bloody tractors. Stuck behind a tractor. Can't overtake him on this bridge either, it's a bit tight. Luckily this is our turn in here. Look at all that lovely oil. Looking at that and all I'm seeing is pound signs. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do actually. We will get another trailer of linseed. Just so we've got everything we need, and then the second tractor can follow me down with massive baler. We'll get that salt off. And then we can pass through to next month then. And we can start on the drilling. Right, the linseed's unloaded into the oil mill. Let's get this repaired. Interesting to see how much this is going to cost me to repair it. I don't think it's that badly damaged, but we shall see. Some pro reversing skills there. Right, let's have a look. So, the repair cost is 940. Does it add value? 55,634. Yeah, it's only the 8.5 operating hours. 55, yeah, so 56. Question is, do we repaint it? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So 56, so we expect this to make, so 22, so 76, 78. So this should be at least 79k. 81, yeah, so we've made a profit. Nice, thank you very much. I might as well give the Nemesis a repair as we're here. 5.5 grand. Keep that in tip-top shape, I think. I don't think there's anything at the store we need to bring back with us. No. Okay, so we'll head back up. Just want to check quickly the oil mill actually. Yeah, so 75,000 litres. That should do us 12 months. I don't know if I'll put a bit more in. I think we should be alright. So that still leaves us 80,000 litres in silo, which is a nice amount to sell off. So I'll go pick up the New Holland, get these back to farm, and then we can get into September then and we can start drilling with a mighty Fendt. Right, back at farm, and as you can see from what I said before, there's just equipment everywhere. We haven't got anywhere to store anything. I was going to put the trailers back in that manure heap, but they're quite long and it will block off access to the second clamp, which we need for the harvest next month for the grass cutting. It's finished mulching this field, so let's get the AI worker going whilst we sleep through. Yeah, and he is set to buy already. Turn the combine off. Ooh, we need to do the baling, don't we, actually? I think I'll get that done on a quick little time lapse now. And then at least next month we don't have to worry about baling or anything like that. So I might as well set this guy going actually on next field. And he can work through the night as well. We did want to not plant linseed and poppy down here. We wanted to move up to the top, but we haven't got the money for it. I suppose we could take out a loan, £1 million loan, but I'd rather just wait another year because we're not in a rush. Yeah, we've got the New Holland baling, I think. Yeah, we're not in a rush, and like I say, them spuds will be going. We've still got gear to buy as well. We still need that wheel loader, which is £250,000. What else do we need to buy gear-wise? I do want another tractor, so we're not using the Fendt for anything else other than liming. We need some sheds, which is going to be another couple of £100,000, I would imagine. So I think we'll have one more harvest down here, and then we'll move the seed crop up to the top, because we're going to have to buy like 4 fields up there, which is probably going to be close to £1 million. And we need to buy the potato production so we can get the wedges going as well, which is another £250,000. So we're probably, if I'm being honest, we're probably looking that we're going to need, I think, £250,000 for the potato plant. Let's say £1 million for those fields, although it might be a bit less than that. 150 grand on a tractor. Couple of 100 grand on shed, so I reckon we're 1.5 mil deep. Plus the wheel loader. I reckon we're probably going to be close to 2 mil that we're going to need to spend before we can be fully ready, and that should include the cost of building the outpost up there that we wanted to do as well. So yeah, 2 mil, a lot of money. But at the same time, you know, we were over a mil last sell date, and we got the spuds this time as well, so it's not massively out of the question. But anyway, let's get this field baled, we'll get the bales collected and in storage, and then we can get into September then and crack on with the drilling. So I'll see you soon. Okay, September is upon us. It is raining, but it's not in the forecast. Yeah. So let's just have another hour, pass it through. Hopefully this rain's gone by then. Yeah, all cleared up. So he's done there. We'll just pull him out for now, because we're going to start drilling this field. I need to set the AI workers going on the grass as well. Like I say, I'll pick all that up off camera, get it into the clamp off camera. Should be growth stage 4 of 4 now. It should be good to harvest. So a quick check. Yeah. Good to go. Okay, so right, tractors. He's still got quite a bit to do. Fence obviously going to be on the drill. Probably the New Holland on the second drill. We're going to get the old drill going up at the top field. So I think we're going to have enough tractors here, you know, thinking about it actually. So we've got one mulching, one for liming. We're going to be 2 drilling, that's 4. I need to have, I like to have the eye worker following the new drill with the roller, so that'd be 5. Then we need one mowing, that's 6. And then one rowing, that's 7. We ain't got 7 tractors. Right, we are up at the top field, and I think we're gonna go poppy up here this time. It does yield less, so it should mean less trips to and from the silo when we come to harvest. Should have enough seed, I'm hoping we do, at 34%. Let's just double check. I mean, we can always swap it to buy-in. Should we start running low? Should we need to? We're not on buying currently, I don't think. No, just fertiliser, which we don't have in this tractor. So we will do 2 headlands. We'll start with the ups and downs. You can crack on. I'm going to get the AI worker to do this field. The final poppy field. Because I'm keen to get out in the Fendt. Right, so that'll take a couple of trees down. There were about 8 trees sat in that little spot there. Okay, let's get the AI worker set up. Okay, let's just make sure he's good to go. Okay, nice. Right. Mr. Fendt. We need to go grab the drill, make sure we got seed and fert in there. Yeah, plenty of seed, plenty of fert. I don't think... Just thinking what we were saying about tractors. Let's have a quick look in the sale, because we haven't had a look in a while. See if there's anything that grabs our attention. That's not bad. 190 horsepower. 35k. 30 hours on it. That could be an option. Ooh, I do like that tractor though. It's nearly 100 grand more, and we don't need a massive amount of horsepower. There's also the Agro Star as well. And there's the Crone. God, there's some nice stuff in this sale. So, that's 190 horsepower. What's the Agro Star? Yeah, less for more money. So I think we would be daft not to take that. Have we got a front linkage? We have. What an awful, awful colour. That needs to change. Pinky and Perky. No, we're not going pink. The Vulture Blue I quite like. Yeah, I think that's alright. There's some different wheels on it though. Yeah. We're not going to need weights. I think that'll do us. I think that will do us. So we're just going to buy that outright, you know. Why the hell not? Beautiful. Another tractor joins the Witcombe fleet. So we'll get this. This can be... What can this be? A mower or a roller? What is the horsepower on the Nemesis? So the Nemesis is 220. That's 190. So we've got what? 3, 5. We've got 6 tractors, but one of them's kind of obsolete. So I would still like another tractor, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, so the Nemesis can roll. This guy can mow. Can get on the mowers. What's it look like inside? Pretty basic, but it will do the job for what we need it to do, that is certain. Ooh, it's nippy. It's only got a top speed of 25, but the acceleration is pretty nice. So I think we are going to have to use the Fendt, hopefully for the last time, on anything other than liming. Because I quite like, once the Vulture's done a field on the mowing, I want to start him on the next one and get somebody rowing. Just speeds the whole process up. But yeah, we still need another tractor, maybe even 2. I mean, how many tractors is too many tractors? It's the question. Oh, it needs a repair though. I'll tell you what, we'll mow this field first. It's not likely to cut out anytime soon. And then we'll have a look at how much it's going to cost us to repair it. Yeah, that looks good to me. Just make sure he's alright. And he gets on. It's certainly got enough power for it, but I just want to make sure. I'm not sure if that's the mulcher or the harvester that's just finished. Yeah, he seems to be going along pretty nicely. It's the harvester that's finished. 80% of a tank. Not that much, to be fair. But we know poppy yields less than linseed. I'm probably going to put linseed in this field. We do need to get some poppy into the mill. 3,000 litres. Right, well, let's get this unloaded. And then we'll just take one trailer down to the mill. A lot of to-ing and fro in this episode, but we've got to keep the mill stocked. That's our main source of income. Got to keep that producing the oil. Right. Total amount of poppy this year. 105,000 litres. Lovely. So I'll get one trailer load down to the oil mill. And then I'll bring it back when we start the drilling. Right, I think we are set up. Got the roller ready to go. The only thing we haven't got with this is the Isaria Pro. But shouldn't be that much of an issue. You can always go around and just double check the Fendt level. Just to make sure it's perfect. We are going to go linseed. So we'll have poppy in the top field, linseed in here. The next biggest field will be poppy as well. So interesting, 220 horsepower required to pull this. We've got 560 and we're still not hitting the maximum speed. We're only 1 mile an hour off. Oh no, okay, we're there. We are there. But I think on the steeper parts of this hill, it's still not going to be enough horsepower, which is crazy. I know it's a 20% gradient, but my god. Yeah, look, we're doing 6 miles an hour here, and we're struggling. So that just means one thing, that we're going to have to boost the horsepower again. Hilarious, absolutely hilarious. But it is what it is. We're not struggling too much. I can take a dip of 2 to 3 miles an hour, I suppose, on the massive hill. Roller's doing alright, struggling a little bit. We need to boost that horsepower as well on payday. But so far so good. So let's crack on, we'll get this field done. And I think then that will do us for this episode. An AI worker was just finished. I just want to see. Wow, he's cracking on, isn't he? Bloody hell, fire is nearly done. Mowing's going alright. So it must be the mulching. Yeah, so the mulching's finished. Oh, I don't like that sound. Fuel. We're going to have to buy some fuel before we do anything else. But we've only got the bottom field left to mulch and then the two small fields, so that won't take long at all. But at this rate, it's not going to take us long to get the drilling done. I'm so surprised that he's nearly finished that top field already. We will need to fertilise it and roll it That's the only downside. Alright, let's jump out and buy some fuel. Yeah, fill it up for 8,250. Why not? We're going to need it. Might as well get the Fendt lime in. We might as well go back up to 5 times speed as well now, I think, so we're not in a rush. The harvest is completed, so we're alright. Great stuff. Great. We're really cracking on. I'm really pleased with how much we're getting done this episode. It's the beauty of having 5 or 6 tractors that are able to crack on. Right, you can do this one, buddy. Okay, lovely. Right, let's get the hill field done. Well, I think that just about sums up that time lapse. Why have I just been charged £21,000 on a vehicle leasing cost? I am so confused right about now. That was a busy time lapse. Well, I was going to say that was a busy time lapse, and we had some issues with the follower at the start when we were doing the headlands. Kept stopping, and then towards the end I knew I was too far ahead and it wouldn't be able to keep up. So that was explainable. I'm just really, really confused now. Obviously we know there is a bug where it resets the tractor, so that's understandable. But I don't know why we have just been charged £21,000 on a vehicle leasing cost. There's nothing on lease. He's back at the store, which we knew. So what the hell have I been charged 21 grand for? I have no idea. I thought it might have been the tractor payment going out late, but that's not 21 grand. That's 7 grand we've had every month since we got it, and that 8 grand is because we bought that extra trailer, but 20,348. I have no clue as to what that could be for. We've nothing on lease. I'm just trying to rack my brains. There's nothing that I can think. We've got absolutely nothing on lease. Tractor payment. Let's just have a look. Yeah, so the monthly cost is 5,400. Very, very strange. I am going to have to put that money back because we can't just lose 21 grand. I won't do it till next episode, and if anybody has any ideas what that 21 grand has gone out of bank for, please let me know in the comments, because I can't see what it could be for. And it's just strange that it happened at the same time that the tractor reset itself. What's going on with the speed as well? We're doing 33 mile an hour. It tops out at 27. This is all a little bit strange, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know what's going on, to be honest. But yeah, if anybody knows what that 20k went out of the bank for, please let me know. Otherwise I'm just going to put it back in next episode, because it's, like I say, it's nothing that I can think of. So this tractor's back down to 27 now. I don't know how we were getting 33 then. Strange. A bit glitchy, I think. We haven't really had that many issues with glitches on this map, apart from a couple of tractor resets. But yeah, I think we're going to leave this one here. In between episodes, I am going to get all the grass collected up and into the clamps. I need to do a fertiliser and seed run, but I don't know. I'm going to have to probably wait till next episode for that, because we won't have the money for it now that 20k has gone out of the bank, and I'm reluctant to put it straight back in case it's something that I just haven't realised, but I can't see anything anywhere that it could be. So I think just in between episodes then I'll just concentrate on getting the grass done, and I'll wait to see if anybody can give me a reason in the comments as to what that money went out for. If not, we'll put it back in. Start our next episode. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to help me out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.